Welcome back to my channel. So today, so today we're doing something totally different than my normal vlogs. Today we are doing a get ready with me, affordable drugstore makeup look. So all the products that I'm going to be using, are from drugstores or like the beauty supply, like stuff that's like inexpensive to get a full face of glam, honey. You know, very cute, very inexpensive, very tea. Love that. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Dominique, also known as Dommy B. So all the links for all the products that I'm going to be using will be down below if I can find them. If they're not available, I will still put the name so you can look around at your local beauty supplies or your CVS or Walgreens. I am an avid CVS shopper. So majority of these can be found at CVS. If not, like I said, you just have to look them up and see where you can find them. I'm not really sure. But welcome to my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a like, a comment, a subscribe, a heart. You know, just saying that you all are new here and you're happy to experience this. I hope this makeup look is something that you will enjoy. And I will see you later. All right, y'all. So let's get started. Okay, so before you do anything, you really want to start with a clean canvas. That means wash your face, ladies and gents. Wash your face. So as you see, I am doing a lamination. I don't have my eyebrows laminated, but I ordered this product off of Amazon, and it's a eyebrow laminator where you can do every day. Now, the two primers that I'm going to be using today is One Size by Patrick Starr and e.l.f. Now, One Size is not a drugstore product. However, e.l.f. is. And One Size just helps my makeup not move because I can have mixed skin. And we're going to go ahead with this dollar eyebrow pencil that I got from the beauty supply. Now, when I do my eyebrows, I don't overdo it. I just go ahead and line it up with however my eyebrows are for the day. I do have to clean them up, I think every 2 weeks, but I want to go ahead and make sure they're good. Now, we're doing LA Pro Concealer for our eyebrows to line them. Now, I mixed the color Fawn and Beauty Bronze to make sure that it's my skin tone, and we're going to use a flat brush. I mix those two together and I line them, and you always want to make sure that you are basically rubbing in that product. And when I say rubbing in, I don't mean like rubbing in with your finger, but I do mean like you want to make sure that the product is everywhere, and you need to take a fluffy brush and you need to work that product in. The key word today, ladies, is work that product in, because we don't want no ugly spots. We don't want nothing that the girls are like, when they see you and you take a picture and you're like, ew, like she didn't rub that product in. We're going to take a spoolie and we're going to make sure that our eyebrows are buffed in, at least that first part. Now we're moving on to foundation. Foundation is the Maybelline Superstay. I use the color 360, but make sure, ladies, you all are matching to your skin. And we're going to take a product, a foundation brush, and what we're going to do, work that product in, honey. You got to work the product in, ladies. You can't just throw it on your face, because sometimes y'all be looking casket sharp. Rub that into your hair sometimes, and then you also make sure you rub it into your neck. Your foundation can go on your neck. I don't know who told y'all that it shouldn't, but it can. I promise you. Work the product everywhere until it's an even blend and you look at your skin and it is super smooth. I promise. You want it to be super smooth. You don't want no product. You don't want that, nothing that's just ill. Absolutely not. Now we're going to use the same LA Pro Concealer, but this time we're going to use just the color Fawn. We're going to take that Fawn and then we're going to put it in our T-zone. I call it T-zone. So under your eye, on your nose, under your nose, so right above your lip, and a little bit between your eyebrows on your forehead. Well, I didn't do it this time, but sometimes you can, because the hair that you see me with is going to cover it anyway. Now we have this Black Radiance contour stick. I think it's the color Espresso. I lost the top, but I do believe it's the color Espresso. And you're going to put it under your cheekbone, on your forehead, and under your chin. Just in case you got a little double chin or whatever, it helps it. We're going to take a brush that is kind of like diagonal in a sense, because you're working your product up and not down, or like not all over your face. It's a exact spot, basically. As you can see, I did have a little text message, so because I was getting ready to go out. But yes, so like I said, work that product in, ladies. You want to make sure that it's everywhere and you're not being confused and it's not looking caked up on your head. A little goes a long way when you're not going to like a big event. But I have the concealer there because it is basically making its, not making, but like baking its way into your skin, or I forgot the word that they call it, but yeah, you want to let it sit for a little bit before you actually put it into your, blend it out. So yeah, I just kept blending out, just kept blending out, just kept blending, because you want to make sure that you cute, girl. You want to be cute. You don't want to just let it sit there. Now, in the midst while I did that, I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender. It is a little dirty, but we're going to work that product in. Don't just take it from the end. You want to dab it a couple of times in your inner corner before you move on and work it on its way out in a diagonal up your eye. So as you can see, I am patting it several times, honey. Pat it in, pat it in, pat it in. I don't care how many times you pat it in, to be honest, but it needs to be patted in. You don't want to look casket sharp. I promise you, you really don't, because the girls are going to talk about you. I'm not going to hold you. So as you see, I'll take the product and I'm working it around my lip, just in a circular motion, just in those two areas. I'm not dragging it out. I'm really not. So yes, as you do see, I do take some product and I, work it on my forehead. So you don't have to put product on your forehead if you don't want to, because you can take the product from your nose and you can work it into your forehead and just blend it all out. I do go back with a second color. It is the color Warm Honey, just to have a brighter inner eye. And I'm going to let that sit. Now, in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and take the contour stick, because I didn't contour my nose, because I needed to make sure I blend that product out, the color Fawn, before I do anything. So I'm going to line that. I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush. Now the color, I don't know, but the color is going to be in the description. And as you can see, you put it above your cheekbone. So we contoured under our cheekbone. So now we're going to take the blush and put it on our cheekbone. Use that product, ladies. Some of y'all don't be using the product. Like, I do say a little goes a long way, but sometimes you do have to apply that product and make sure like it's there. So I take that same contour brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to take it and line my nose, work that product into my eyebrow area. So just in case like it's a little, I guess, shiny from the contour that I used earlier for my eyebrows, I'm going to just work it in so everything kind of like swoops together in a sense. I don't know the word, y'all. I really don't. But just know it's going to work its way out. And then I go ahead and once I do my contour nose, I go ahead and blend that contour out. What am I saying? Concealer out. And as you see, I'm not dragging it. I'm just working in that inner corner eye, because I just want the inner of my eye to be cute. Yeah, I want it to be cute. And I go back and I take my contour brush just to double line it, because I went ahead and, contour that out. And we're going to take a fluffy brush that kind of is diagonal as well. And I'll use that for my blush brush. And I go ahead, you want to pat, 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 pat. You want to move it up. You want to move it up around your eyebrow just a little bit. You don't want it to just sit in one spot. You want to go ahead and make sure that you move all that product out. Now, look at that. That face is coming already together. I love that. Now, we're using a drugstore product called Milani. Make It Last. We're going to use this 2 times today. You want to do it after you do your cream makeups, before we move on to our powders. So as you see, I have moved on, once I sprayed, moved on to the Black Radiance Press Powder. Now, the type of powder it is, I don't know, honey, but it'll be in the description, because I've used it a lot. And you want to take that same product and go through your T-zone, right? I put a little bit on my chin, just because. And we're also in Black Radiance, and we're using their setting powder. That color also is going to be in the description. But so I'm going to take that with a light brush. I used to do a powder, puff powder or something, but we're not going to use that. We're going to just take a brush and just take that product and just tap, tap, tap. Now we did move on to Juvia's powder bronzer. Is not a drugstore product, but I did get off the TikTok shop for like $7. So I mean, it's inexpensive, and I think they have the same product for the same price at Ulta, if you want to be honest.
I'm not really sure, but you would just have to check, to be honest. And like I said, you want to blend that product in all on your neck, on your face. Let me tell you something. Now, I went ahead and I went over to my fluffy brush, and I am sweeping some of that product off just because, like, you don't want it to be still caked on. I'm going to go back with my blush, and dap a little bit more just because I needed it. And we're using Milani's highlighter. And then we're going to go ahead and tap just a little bit. I love a good highlighter, honey. And I'm going to put a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my top of my nose. Now we're moving on to a Mega Volume Wet n Wild eye mascara. Now y'all not gonna see that, honey, because I cut the focus. And like you see, I am spraying one more time with my Make It Last. I'm gonna wipe some of that excess product off my lips because I'm gonna go in with another $1 product pencil. It's also about a lip pencil, and it's $1 at, I think it's in the color Espresso. And we're gonna line our lips, honey. We're just gonna line them. Now, take your time when you're lining your lips because everybody doesn't have the same lip style. I am going to go ahead and line them correctly, but I am going to go back over them and basically overline it in a sense because I like a good big, I love a good thick, what do I want to say? Juicy lip, honey. I want it to be cute. Okay? I just need it to look really nice. You want to make sure that you just put a lot of product on there so it be like that brown lip in a sense. And then once we get done with that, we're actually going to move on to a pink gloss. Now, where I got that pink gloss from, I don't know, but I usually use NYX. I think butter gloss, and you can pick your color as you want, but today I love a good pink. And then we're going to take another dollar lip product that I got from the beauty supply, just a clear gloss, because, you know, once you get done, you want to seal all that together basically. So yeah, that's really it, y'all. And that is the final look. We're going to go back with our Revlon Fix Spray. And we're going to seal it all together, honey. You need a seal. But basically, yeah, once you do all that, that is your makeup look for the day. And that's all. I'll hope to see you again.